my name is Mark Tekunoff. I'm with Kingston Technology here at CeBIT 2011, and I'll give you a quick update of what we did here and what some of our new products are. So here at Kingston, the HyperX team takes care of our performance and overclocking memory for the market, and what we've done in the last week is we announced two types of new products. One of the new products is a new, what we call Black T1 series high performance module, which is used in gaming and overclocking systems. The product actually goes up to 24 gigabytes, and it's a lot of memory available for not only overclocking and performance, but also for companies that are doing Photoshop, content creation type applications as well. Our second new product that we are introducing this week at CeBIT is in this tiny mini ITX form factor PC. And we are announcing two new 1600 megahertz SO-DIMM products for both performance and for overclocking and gaming and HTPC applications. What we did to demonstrate this technology is we working with Intel technology and ASRock. ASRock provided the platform with some modifications so we could actually go to 2133 megahertz, the world's fastest SO-DIMM technology today for mobile applications. So we're using the ASRock Mini ITX, and the reason why we're using the Mini ITX versus a notebook is because this is a technology demonstration. We're demonstrating that the 2133 megahertz SO-DIMMs work in this category, and at the time we did not have access to notebook technology to actually use a notebook and show it off. And current notebook technology does not support 2133 megahertz at this time. It only supports up to 1600. So our new products that we're selling is 1600 megahertz, and the demonstration is demonstrating 2133 megahertz technology. So in the box is again the Mini ITX from ASRock, and in addition to that, we can look at the screen and we can see that we're using Intel's highest performance mobile processor, the 2920XM. So the fastest CPU, with the fastest memory, with a modified Mini ITX to show performance. If you look at this screenshot, it shows you where we're actually running at 2133 megahertz. This number times 2 gives you the actual frequency because it's double data rate DDR memory. Again, ASRock's product, the HM65 and Intel. So I can show you a couple screenshots of some performance that we did as part of this test. What we did to show benchmark performance, this is at 1333 megahertz. We ran WinRAR and took some compression files and ran a benchmark that got us to 1 minute and 14 seconds. So that tells us that's the base performance at a standard 1333 megahertz system. Then what we did is we overclocked the system up to 2133 megahertz. And in doing so, we ran the same benchmark and we improved down to 57 seconds, which is essentially a 22 to 23% performance increase by just changing memory frequency. So what we're proving is the technology is available and ready to go to market once the OEMs and people that manufacture these systems choose to go to the high frequency. But the key here at CeBIT this year is we are the first in the market to support this frequency, and it's available from Kingston. Okay, so maybe if I can explain what the product family is.
Yeah.
So at the base of our family is HyperX Blue. We consider it our entry-level best price per performance. So it's basically set to the two highest volume frequencies, 1333 megahertz and 1600. The next in the category we call Genesis. Genesis being the first product line that we manufactured. And in this category, or in this lineup, we have both the standard Kingston Blue, HyperX Blue, and as of January, we introduced a new dark gray version to support P67 motherboards and applications. And at the top of our family is what we call our T1 series. which are, some say, the tallest modules on the market, give very good thermal performance and high frequency. Well, for now, we're going to go with a good, better, best approach to the market. We're with 3 approaches for the customer. So what the customer wants right now is something at a very good price point, something that's a little more mainstream, and for the extreme overclockers at high frequency, they go with the T1s. Currently, we're not looking at expanding up or down yet, but sometime in the future, it's always possible. Kingston's not focusing on Intel as much as in this particular show, we're focusing on the demonstration for Intel. We also work with AMD, and so you have Brazos and you have other applications on the marketplace, and our products will support them as well. So when the Bulldozer product becomes available, if the frequencies that we currently sell up to 2133 megahertz is not supporting AMD, we'll provide a brand new product to support that. What we don't do is we don't say this is for Intel, this is for AMD. What we say is this is for the market at this performance level. And based on the performance requirements of the customer, they would choose one versus the other. There is one factor that is more Intel oriented, and that's something called XMP. XMP is a way of automatically overclocking. So all of our products typically will have an XMP profile available to automatically overclock. But you can take the same exact set of products and manually overclock it in an AMD machine, no problem. So currently our highest density product is 24 gigabytes, 1600 megahertz, based on 4 gigabyte modules. In the future, we'll do 8 gigabyte modules as well. That's based on a new DRAM technology, 4 gigabit DRAMs. Currently, that DRAM is not available, and it will be available later on in the future. The exact time would be based on when the DRAM vendors choose to support it. A year and a half out is probably a good idea of when it might happen. We don't have those exact times right now. As a company, in all of our memory products total, if you look at iSupply's statistics over the last few years, we've been the #1 DRAM and flash supplier in the world. The number is greater than 40%. I don't know the exact number for this quarter, but if you look at the numbers over the last few years, we've typically been around 40% market share, total marketplace. That includes gaming, that includes value RAM, that includes our OEM business, and it also includes our Kingston branded parts that go into systems like Dell, IBM, compact type machines are supported with the Kingston branded memory. Okay, so in the memory marketplace you have both desktop, notebook, mobile, iPod type, tablet applications. So what you were seeing, like everybody else, is a lot of the market is moving to the mobile side. So we continue to support desktop, and we continue to support mobile, and in addition to that we're supporting mobile, cell phone, tablet type applications as well. So what we're doing as a company is we're expanding toward where the market is headed. And we're working on some new embedded memory applications along with supporting the notebook market. And in addition to aftermarket sales, which is us selling the product directly to you, the customer, what we're doing is we're also manufacturing some for large OEMs in the world. So the product goes into the base memory where that actually gets shipped to the customer. On the HyperX side, we're currently working on some ideas on expanding HyperX. They're not formally been announced yet exactly how we're going to do it, but we plan on expanding the brand beyond DRAM products. And stay tuned, because sometime in the near future we'll maybe make some announcements. But nothing formally has been announced yet.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for visiting Kingston.